Hey guys, today you're going to be doing a symbolism activity with the story The Tale of the Three Brothers by J.K. Rowling. So I'm going to go over the instructions with you guys, and then if you have any questions, please feel free to email your teacher. You're going to be finding three symbols from this story. We did do something very similar with the story Hair Love, and I'm actually going to use an example from that short story, that clip we watched about the little girl who was trying to manage her hair and her mom was sick. Remember, she had the website. So I'm going to be using that as an example for this to kind of walk you guys through it. So it's formatted the same way. These are the instruction slides that you're going to delete when you're all done with everything. And these are the slides that you're going to be turning in as your final product. So you're just keeping slides 6, 8, 9, 11, and 12. And you're just going to turn those in the same place where you made the copy of this slideshow right here. All right, so first thing we're going to do, you're going to read and or watch the video. I know it's kind of hard to see, but it says if you use this little magnifying glass in the toolbar right here that you can zoom in. But the video will read the story to you word for word and has some pretty cool animation, so you can watch it there. So either way, make sure you get that story, and then you're going to take a look at reviewing what symbolism is, looking over some conventional symbols. This link right here will give you some conventional symbols and their meanings. There are a couple of conventional symbols that you can probably find inside of the story, The Three Brothers, and it will just depend on what symbols you choose to use as far as if you need this information from this link right here or not. Okay, so you are going to come over here. Sorry. Keep moving my slide. Here we go. You're going to come over here and you're going to find three objects from the story, The Tale of the Three Brothers. The quickest way that I do it when I'm looking for pictures is to go up here to Insert, Image, and then search the web. And it'll pop up over here, right here, where you can just type in a picture of whatever you want and just drag it over. Remember, after you choose your picture and you've got it on the slide right here, you're going to label it. And the fastest way to do that is to come up here and click your text box, insert your text box, and just type it. Now, whatever you type in this text box is the title of your object, correct? You're going to be using that object title to do what we're doing on the next few slides. So you will have three object titles and three pictures right there. One picture for each title. All right, when you get to step 5 right here, this is where we're going to start talking about that object. So whatever you typed underneath that picture, that's what you're going to choose for where it says object number 1. Pick the first one you want to use. So let's say that I'm doing Hair Love and I had a picture of a girl's hair and I wrote the girl's hair underneath the picture. That's what I'm going to write for my first object. So you are welcome to color the font on yours if you want to. You do not have to. I did this to try to kind of make it easier to see. So here's what you're going to do. You're going to write 3 sentences for each of your 3 symbols. Each sentence should tell me how the characters feel or react to your object. Include the name of the object in each sentence. How the characters feel or react to your object is how they feel or react to the idea that it represents. So we're going to start off with this example from Hair Love with the girl's hair. That's the first object. When I come to write my 3 sentences, I'm going to make sure I include this object inside each sentence, okay? Remember, we're not just writing something about the girl's hair. We want to know how the characters feel or react to that object. So once you choose your object from the Three Brothers, I need to know inside your 3 sentences, how did the characters feel or react to whatever object you chose? So here's my example, the girl's hair. Here, how did the characters feel or react to the girl's hair? Well, the girl doesn't know how to control the girl's hair. The father is intimidated by the girl's hair, and the mother knows how to contain the girl's hair with her love. So these are how I pictured that the characters are feeling or reacting towards the object I chose in the story. So you're going to come down here in slides 8 and 9. You're going to put the objects that you had from slide 6. Whatever you put underneath that picture, that is your object title. That's what you're going to put right here. So if you said, you won't use hair, but if you said hair, that's what you're going to put right here. And then you're going to write 3 sentences. Remember, they're not abstract sentences. I want to know, how do the characters feel or react to the object that you chose, okay? So 3 sentences for that first object, 3 sentences for that second object, and 3 sentences for that third object, okay? Once you get this down and you feel like you fully understand how the characters feel and react to your 3 objects and you're ready to move on, you'll be on slide 10. This is where we're going to come through You're going to rewrite your sentences, and now instead of using the object, you are going to put what the object represents. Okay? We're looking for an abstract idea. So our physical object earlier was the girl's hair. We're looking for something abstract that it represents, something that you can't hold or touch. Emotions. They exist, but you can't hold them or feel them like physically, right? So they're abstract. You're going to be looking for something abstract that your object represents. There's a list right here on this orange link. If you click it, if you need help coming up with some abstract words, or you're not really sure what abstract nouns are, or you just need some more options, feel free to click this link and get some ideas. So we are using the same sentences that you just used earlier. You're not writing new sentences, you're using the same ones, okay? Whatever your first object sentence was in slide 8, I want those sentences here, okay? Remember, slide 8 had object 1 and the 3 sentences. When you come down here to slide 11, same object, same 3 sentences, only now what we're going to do is, remember what we did with the girl's hair and we changed it to emotions because something concrete changed to something abstract? Take your concrete object, I don't know if you picked a cloak or whatever you pick, whatever object you pick, take this, turn it to something abstract. What does that represent? What is the abstract idea it represents? I want the same 3 sentences that you had on slide 8 for this first object. Remember, now you're going to go wherever the object is in your sentence and you're going to change it. Change it to your abstract idea. When you read these 3 sentences, they should still make complete sense, okay? It's going to look just like what I did right here. The girl doesn't know how to control the girl's hair. The girl doesn't know how to control the girl's emotions. It makes sense to put either one here. I know the girls kind of sounds weird, but it's okay. The father is intimidated by the girl's hair. The father is intimidated by the girl's emotions. I didn't change the sentence. I just changed the one word. So when you come down here and you're ready to rewrite these sentences, I want you to change the object into something abstract. You're going to do that right here. Sentences 1, 2, and 3. If you chose, whatever you chose, sentences 1, 2, and 3 are going to all be about that object. Now I want to know, what does it represent? Okay? You're going to do the same thing with objects 2 and 3. The exact same sentences that you used on slide 9. I want those same sentences here on slide 12. The only thing you're changing is you're replacing the object name with the abstract idea. It should make complete and logical sense. If it does not, you either need to change the sentence or you need to change the abstract idea. But if you change the sentence, you need to make sure it still makes sense with the initial object and with the new abstract idea. The sentence needs to make sense using either answer. I'm sorry. So you're going to end up with a sentence telling me how the characters feel or react to your object 1, 2, and 3. And then you're going to go back and you are going to delete the slides that you do not need. Remember, these are the slides you don't need up here. You're only turning in 6, 8, 9, 11, and 12. Your end goal is to be able to come up with sentences that look like this, that tell me how do the characters feel or react towards the idea that your abstract idea that your object is representing. Okay? Make sure that you complete all of these slides and that you just submit the ones that are listed, and please email your teacher if you have any questions.